Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. I hope you're all having an amazing week. Currently it is Friday and let's get right into the charts. So starting off with Bitcoin, we just hit the value area low of this previous range that we have lost. You can see it right here clearly. It has been hit. If we zoom in a bit, perfectly hit 62.1. This is exactly where the value area low is sitting, and right now the new daily candle is actually opened below this level. And the next target, basically this was the first target that I was talking about, and we have two more targets, being the monthly pivot right here sitting at 63.5, and the next target is going to be the 50 EMA and that red line, which is the POC of the range, which is also this high that we made right here before having the bigger move towards the downside. So for Bitcoin, these are the next two targets that we have in play right now. If we go down on the lower time frame, same thing right here. You can see we are currently trading above the weekly pivot, above the Monday range, and currently also above the weekly open level. If we draw our volume profile to right here, you can see we are also above the value area high, above this range that we were stuck in for a bit since we had this massive sharp drop. You can see it clearly right here. We got a fake out below the value area low. We've got that liquidation wick and fake out towards the downside down to 57.8k to trap all the shorts that the market makers could. They have been trapped right here, and right now you can see they are potentially out of the game since Bitcoin is up 7.4% since this low right here. But I do believe since we have gotten above the EMAs right now, there is a big possibility that we actually continue to climb a bit higher. You can see we are currently at that resistance right here on the 4 hourly, sitting at this blue line, which is the 100 moving average, exponential moving average, basically the EMA. And right now the 200 EMA is sitting at $64,000. So this is potentially the next level that we could reach right here, if we of course get back above the value area low. So we need to break through $62,000 and get a confirmation above. Ethereum right now also looking really strong on the 4 hourly. You can see it has actually hit its 200 EMA, which is pretty nice to see. Down from the monthly open, the weekly open level, we are up 10% on it, and Solana is absolutely the strongest pair right now in terms of gains. From the bottom that we had right here, Solana is up 28%, which is pretty insane to see. On the daily time frame, we've hit that 100 EMA yet again. You can see the last time we've hit it, we actually got a bigger rejection, but right now it is very possible that we put in another 20% towards that 200 EMA, which has not been tested since back in October 2025. Hype, on the other hand, also looking really strong right now, potentially hitting its Monday high right here. And if we start breaking above it, I am very positive that Hype is going to put in another higher high like we have right here. Then we are going to see something like this. And if it rejects, then it will be basically a continuation of this new trend that we have established right now for Hype, which is putting in higher highs and lower highs to continue the trend up. Sui also has had some nice moves right here. As you can see on the daily time frame, we've hit the monthly pivot. We are up around 10%, but not as much as Solana. And also about Bitcoin, its monthly pivot is also right here, has not been hit yet. This is what I was talking about previously. So right now we need Bitcoin to continue going up to test that monthly pivot. It is of course our next target. Now the stock market today, we only have the CME futures open, since we won't be having a New York Open session today. You can see it right here. Market is currently on holiday. It will open in about 2 days and 23 hours, so that's basically 3 days without New York session open. The dollar right now, you can see it yesterday, we've talked about how it rejected not from the wick, but if we move this line lower, it rejected actually from the high of this candle body that we have right here on the daily time frame, which is also some confluential, but we keep it on the wick. Of course, I use the wicks as confluence as well. We trade off the wicks, not just from the candle body. It actually right now is hitting its monthly pivot as support right here. You can see the dollar is holding pretty well right now, but if we start seeing the dollar actually break lower and head down for this previous resistance into support right now, it could very well be the move that we get to the downside. In actually this move for the dollar to the downside, it needs to happen in order for Bitcoin to actually pump a little bit more, in my opinion. But other than that, you can see we keep taking out the liquidity here, and we still have liquidity building towards the upside. Right here, right now, we've left this liquidity on the low side, and I believe we'll be coming for this liquidity, but later on, maybe even the next month. As of right now, we are only looking for the liquidity on the higher time frame. You can see we have been trading above VWAP all this time. Right now it looks like we might be breaking low, since those 3 days are going to be very low in volume, of course. Anything could happen. We might also see that a big drop towards the downside to get potentially another fake out, or maybe even we go down to as low as 58k. Everything is possible, since we are not completely out of the woods yet. Fear and Greed Index is of course rising, sitting at 23 right now in the fear zone still, but with this nice pump that we had the last couple of days, sentiment is slowly changing, and we've actually had a bullish spot ETF inflow with over 200 million. It was not from BlackRock, because you can see BlackRock is still selling, but the other institutions like Fidelity and the other smaller ones, they've actually accumulated some Bitcoin, which is giving us that nice green day, which we have not had in a while, as you can see right here previously. Long versus shorts ratio, let's see for the day. Of course, we still have overall more sellers in the market, but the bigger whales on Hyperliquid and on Asta are currently sitting in their long positions. So this is also giving me a peace of mind. Of course, today, basically no news, bank holiday in the US. The news yesterday, they were pretty bad, as you can see right here. The expected employment rate, the jobs, basically, they are half of it, which is pretty insane to see. Those are some crazy news, in my opinion, which are, of course, bearish for the markets, but I do believe they are going to be pushing the dollar even higher, but we soon might see a drop in the S&P 500 if we do not break out of this ascending triangle that we have been forming right here. And I do believe that this would cover it for today, guys. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.